Hey, it's Bridget. Welcome to my channel. Bridget's my witch name. I hope y'all can hear me. Um, Ancestors, come through. No hurt, no hexes, no curses, no judo, no santeria, no voodoo, no hoodoo. No any bad, negative energy comes towards me or my collective. Remove, return to sender, a thousandfold. Please and thank you, ancestors. I love you. Okay, so before I get on here, I always ask my ancestors, what do you want me to say? And I heard, so you're somebody, you know that song, bitch, I said what I said, I paint the town red. So I remember, like, where I'm from uh, and who I am. See, like in Alabama, it's a lot of, like, churches, Bible Belt stuff. And, like, it's a big, it's it's a big warfare here, especially in a religious Pharisee state. And this is like that's not how it is. And it's like a spiritual warfare. But I remember, like where I'm from, it's like not it's like on the outskirts of Birmingham, and it's not big at all. And I remember I remember having a dream as my child, and my story's crazy, but I remember having a dream of like fire, like, and I remember it was on Easter, and I woke up and I was so happy, like it was like, because I remember as a child I went through some stuff that um, as a child I was standing up against entities that some of y'all are just now having a fight. It was a child, and I had to pass those tests. Um, but yeah, I had a dream like I set the whole town on fire, and it was by a graveyard, this church that basically it was where the graveyard was, in the town where my granddaddy was buried. And I remember having a dream of just setting that town on fire. And you know, as a child, and that's a real dream I remember. And I woke up like ready. And so I believe somebody is like, you're like in the 3D and the 5D, setting your town on fire. Like, I'm talking about literally in the spiritual realm, you're painting the town red, literally. You are, um, you're, you're, you're doing things that people, like, okay, so people never heard of, like, your intuition's so high. And, let me slow down some, because I'm channeling some messages. So I heard when somebody was a child, you were raised by your like grandparents, and either one of your grandparents crossed over, or um, both of them have, that you're close to. And I hear, um, when you're a child, um, you adored your grandparents, and they adored you. They said to tell you, um, they love you so much. Um, somebody as a child played sports or something. You're really good at sports. Um, and like you would get so excited when your grandparents would come to the game. And they said to tell you they're still cheering you on. Confirmation. They're still cheering you on, and they're watching over you daily. And give them permission and forgive. Give them forgive. I heard somebody's name could be Molly or Megan, and I heard somebody read you wrong, like like recently you were a target of somebody, like you were a main target. Look, I'm telling you, and it's some like secret shit, and it's like you were like targeted. Yeah, it's like you might not even have known it, but you did. I'm hearing your grandparents were somebody, like, your grandparents were like, somebody, really, like, they knew a lot of stuff in the secret society, or something like that. That I'm hearing, when you were a kid, you used to play and you used to have imagination. In your imagination, you're still supposed to do that now. Like you're not slowing down and imagining and getting excited about those little things. Have an imagination like you did as a child. And I've heard people like, I didn't have an imagination when I was a kid. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, then maybe you're, maybe I'm just like, what is wrong with your bloodline? That's like when you have an imagination, that's how you create stuff, and that's how you hear. I guess they don't have one. I don't know. It's just in this life, it's like you're just so different from everybody. I know, like I am. Not everybody, there's people like me, but a lot of people, like, there's somebody I used to watch all the time. It was Mary off High Priestess in Intuition. I used to love watching her, but that's somebody I'm like. I'm a psychic investigator. I couldn't find her channel when I got back on. Like, I don't know if she's still on here or not, but that's somebody I would watch all the time. And I heard as a child, it's like you've been through, like, I hate saying you've been through a lot, but you've overcome things where people wouldn't understand where you're coming from, but it was like a curse that you had to fight, and it humbled you so much, and you passed it, like you went from level to level to level, and you just like went up and went up and went up, and it was like you made it look easy, but okay, so I'm telling you, somebody is like ranked up in the spiritual realm. You're aging, like you're leveling up really high, and you're like a main target. You're like the underdog. going up against like you, a lot of spiritual like warfare. Okay, so I'm like highly ranked. Like I'm really highly ranked witch. And I'm not talking about no Luciferian stuff. I don't know what y'all do with that, and I really don't care. I do, but I've already, I mean, it's just, the rabbit hole gets deep, guys. I'm just now getting on, it was just too much. There's a lot of things that are hidden in plain sight. Somebody told me it's never too late to, start the goals, the goals, um, the finish, like you're there at the finish season, like you're about to cross the finish line. You're okay, and also somebody is like, the ancestors are telling you to, your ancestors, something, spirit guides are telling you to step out because you're aging. Like you're aging in like, um, confirmation. You're aging in the spiritual realm, but you're also aging in your physical and 3D. And they said to start your spiritual business, start getting out, start uh, doing things, start speaking, start get on YouTube, make you a channel, because you're aging, have imagination. Your ancestors said, one of your it could be your grandmother or grandfather, one of them said, have an imagination, play like you did as you was a kid, and get on here and just be in fantasy world, because it's not just it's not like fake, it's real. Yeah, because you're supposed to have like a mic in your hand. You have authority in the spiritual realm, and they bow. Something like when you were 12, and it could have been 22 when you were 22. And I heard something about a 22, a gun. You're a psychic investigator, I heard. And you're going to solve a lot of crimes in your town. Because you remember how you set the fire, you're setting the fire in other people. And you're going to like level up so high. You already leveled up so high. And you're going to be meeting your like soul tribe soon if you start stepping out. Say like you get on YouTube and talk, or channel messages and downloads and show your gifts. You have like a free spirit, and I love that. You're very humble, and you listen to people and you get their advice and you listen, but sometimes you're like, I know I can hear my own intuition. I know the guidance I have, and I've already, get to know people. But sometimes it's take your energy back. Go do something you enjoy, because that's how you're gonna. When you enjoy that, that's your calling on your life. That's your passion, and when you do that, that starts unlocking the codes in the spirit realm. But it also gets your body on a high vibration, because it'll open up your third eye and just have an imagination. So I believe Halloween, I want to study more on this, but like Halloween is like a very spiritual warfare night. It's like not just like a spiritual warfare, but it's like where, I know I just believe like on that day or something, or not, there's something about that time is where I believe like on holidays or something, where they like expect, like on Halloween, I believe that's like a very like spiritual day, like, which it is, but it was like before, it was just like, seems like it was just fake, and like just everybody just dressed up and be fake, and just fake costumes and stuff. It really is a spiritual moment, and it's like moments where you can do real magic, and it's like with power, and which I know at like 3 o'clock in the morning is like when is very like 5D, and you can see it's very spiritual at 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's why they don't want people awake at 3 o'clock, because the Luciferians, they want to do their stuff. They don't want you to know that they're sacrificing children. So you need to start having a more positive outlook on stuff. Be passionate about things, but and yes, when you're in a you're breaking curses that your family, you're having to break these curses just so you can have freedom. You can make time for magic, because sometimes you're like, being a witch, it's like, man, sometimes it's like, when do I have time? But you got to just know when to gas, like, to the pedal, she a rebel, it's like, when to slow down, and it's like, okay, I'm ready to again jump timelines, level up, boom, boom, you level up so high, and like, so when you are, like, and this is not a game to be messing with, when you, like, are a real witch, it's not like, it's not like, oh, I just started out my spiritual game, I want to go, my spiritual journey, I just want to, no, this levels to this. Like, I've been doing this since I was, like, young, but really got in tune and heard my spirit when I was, like, 17. And I've always heard it my whole life, but I didn't never, like, confirmation in the train. I never, and I was, like, really spiritual, and I've always been, and it's magic. And when you're like, it's like, it's very dangerous to like, play with, conjuring up spirits, because, you can do the magic, you can do your protection, you do your magic, and, but you don't want something, you're just on like a level of not, because I'm so highly ranked. People that think they're a witch, they don't understand, like, I'm so ranked, it's not funny. So I don't ever like try to come at me like that, because like, sometimes, I don't know, like, my magic is so real, like, I can hear everything bowing down, because I'm so humble. And the attacks, it's just like, man, I'm so led. I'll just be playing like chess out here in the spirit and in the physical. But this is like, somebody, if you just started out like hearing the ancestors, and knowing your spiritual walk, sometimes you got to be careful, because playing on a game with in the spiritual realm ain't no joke. Confirmation, like, who I am is like, if you can hear the trains, like, I could hear where the trains would go. Like, it was like it was real. It's like I can hear, and I can hear in the spiritual realm. I would have kids. I could hear the kids and women like screaming, like something to do with like a train, and then it disappears. It's like you hear it for a moment, then it disappears. And that's when I'm hearing your spirit guides. You got to start learning to tap in, because you'll tap in, then you'll disappear. Maybe you're 19, or you're 39, 40, 41. Somebody might be 41. And I've heard you have like tunnel vision. You hear things, that you're clairvoyant, and you're like you're clairvoyant. You know things, and people are like, "How'd you know that?" You just know. It's like your energy. You're just so highly ranked. You just know what's going, like the situation. You can read. You can hear. Um, some in 2022, um, you saw an extraterrestrial, or had a new spirit guide leading you that you started talking to, because you're playing with confirmation. Okay, so you're playing with you're tapping in, not tapping in. You gotta listen clearly all the time. I mean, you gotta just be ready to hear. Sometimes it's okay to just like be still, and because when you channel messages, but you can't just like, you gotta listen, because sometimes the message, you just gotta learn to listen. Like the things that come to your mind and your intuition, that's that that's somebody talking to you that's crossed over, or it could be not just that. It could be like different beings. It could be so you're like a psychic, okay? You know things before they happen. You're psychic, you're intuitive, you're an empath. You're able to pick up on things very easily. You're really good at knowing when things are going to happen, or empath. You're very empath. You're an empath, so you must be a witch. Most empaths are witches. Um, you're a mystery witch. You yeah, you're supposed to be like starting your own spiritual business now. Yeah, you're supposed to let all that. Ooh. You have eyes watching you all the time, but if something happened, like there's like there's a and it's like it's with extraterrestrials or something, like you're like watched by like the high ranked extraterrestrials and or celestials. So it's like I heard um something outside, like there's a car, whoever you are, it's like you're being watched, and it's the car, you can't really hear, it's like a box car, something like that, and it's really quiet. I hear that you feel like you've been in a slave camp. I heard you could have been in prison, or not just a prisoner of war. You think outside the box. That's why you go through things you go through. Somebody's name is Justin. Last name could be McCurry. You're gonna have everything back that was stolen from you. Mhm. You're gonna get back everything that was stolen from you, and it's gonna be even better. Yeah, I'm hearing like your mom, your mom, uh, your mom loves you so much. Um, so this is the year you're gonna reap your harvest of the divine. Yeah, you're like a target because you're a psychic medium and you're solving crimes. Somebody's last name could be Grimes. Yeah, somebody's watching. Hmm. Hmm. There's could be two people watching. 8. Hmm. That are like high up. They're watching everything you do. Hmm. Yeah. I heard you could have been like the catcher. I'm talking to a guy. Yeah, like on a baseball team. You could be the catcher. Hmm. And you have a good arm. And they said, or somebody on the baseball team, they said you're really, 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 like, not just in the physical realm, it's in the spiritual realm. And you got to use your hands for magic, how to catch and release, and how to level up. Let's see. Um, I heard your name could be Jamie or Jeremy. Also, I heard Haley, and it could be a female too. Uh, you're the type that you've been humbled a lot, and I heard you're really funny, like super funny. So I'm so humbled. Like I have like places to go, and I could go anywhere I wanted, but I am so humbled. Like I have been through levels, and I've had to pass my test nonstop, and I've jumped timelines and timelines. Um, I say and it's just so peaceful, and I love being on the land. I love I love just being on the land, but I'm in I'm appreciate the little things, and uh, that's how I'm leveled up so high, and so that's how a lot of people like level up is by like being humble, and you don't have to always have like when you get the little things and you start and it's your season to start like leveling up. You're gonna be so thankful, and you're gonna take care of even like a key, like the key like they give you to go to the bathroom or the shower when you're in a campground or just something like that. Like even with, like it's just like the little things. That's how you know you're leveled up is when you can handle the little things. If you get to like say yes, you got blessings, but if you miss the type of like riding around on a bicycle, some people are like I can't do that. Okay, I don't know what to say at this point, but the ones that try at least, and I'm not talking about people that, I'm talking about the ones that you forgot about like walking. It's okay to walk. Have authority in the spiritual realm. It's okay to go walking. That's gonna be too far, and you're in a city, and you can't get from one side to the other without like, you people should learn to appreciate their bodies. And you start walking, your body starts getting exercise, and you start getting fit. Your air and your breathing, and it opens. And when you get past that, say like you, and it's not because it's just the warfare you've been in. When you're such a high ranked person in the family, it gets deep, y'all. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Say you got a bike. You appreciate that bike, but you don't stay on a level. You just, I mean, some people, if that's what you want, but you need to like learn to be responsible with like a bike, walking a bike, um, because this is what will happen. You'll get all this stuff will be taken away from you at the right time. You'll have to level up and just appreciate little, and then it gets like better and better. Um, yeah, or re. Mm, a friend, somebody's friend. Well, yeah. So like when you're on you're highly ranked. I'm telling you, you're gonna face up to like stuff that when you finally rank up and you pass your test, you're leveled up so high. Be careful with like, you'll see, you'll know what I'm talking about. You got to be sharp minded, and it took years for me to go through this to be where I'm at today and pass my test and stay humble. Somebody could be 55, 32. I heard when I said that somebody has a birthday and they got red balloons. Pop goes the weasel. So somebody could like be like a clown in your life, and like they're the type of like, I don't know, but yeah, like you have a light to yourself and somebody's trying to cut that off. Somebody's trying to make it hard on you where you don't have your light anymore, like your aura. Somebody could be from like um, Texas, or not just Texas, like where there's the like desert and stuff. So you know how like in movies the stuff that they say it's just